What is good, everybody? It's your boy Cam. Your boy Cam is officially back on the podcast. My bad, I haven't been podcasting for the past couple weeks. I just had a lot going on. Just been busy with work and other personal things that's been going on, but everything is all right. and and now I'm back on the podcast. Uh, as you know, tonight is game night for the Mavericks as they take on the Portland Trailblazers at 9:30 tonight in Portland. And of course, it's gonna be a tough one just because we're on the road and we just don't show up on the road. But we're getting better at home, and we're actually on a 5 home game winning streak. And we beat these good teams at home, but when we play the bad teams on the road, we can't beat them. I just don't get it, man. But and Anthony Davis has been pretty healthy for the past couple weeks until on Christmas Day. He ended up suffering a groin injury, and on Christmas Day against the Golden State Warriors, actually when they ended up taking a loss, and Anthony Davis is actually questionable tonight with a thigh injury, but I doubt he's going to play tonight. They said Anthony Davis is going to be out for the next couple games, but we'll see. But Brandon Williams is portable to play tonight, and we got a couple guys back from illness, and illness has been going around everywhere. It's that time of year. It's the flu and cold season. Just guys try to stay healthy, take care of yourself. But it should be an interesting game tonight as the Mavericks take on the Portland Trailblazers. And Scoot Henderson's out tonight, and Damian Lillard is back with the Portland Trailblazers, but he ain't playing this year because his Achilles injury he suffered before the playoffs or during the playoffs, I believe, is what happened with Damian Lillard. Yep. Looks like Damian Lillard's going to retire as a Portland Trailblazer. And I'm honestly really surprised he wanted to go back to Portland. He was the money. I mean, I get why he left Portland because he wanted to get a ring, but it obviously did not work out because the Milwaukee Bucks couldn't stay healthy. But Giannis and Dame playing together, it just didn't work out. Honestly, Damian Lillard felt like it was time for him to come back to the team who drafted him. And plus, he got family in Oregon as well. So that's definitely, I respect his decision 100%. Wants to come back to Portland Trailblazers so he can stay close to his family. And honestly, I don't think Damian Lillard has too much time left. I give him about 4 more years until he retires. And honestly, he might not be the same anymore once he comes back from his Achilles injuries. But there has been some trade rumors going on with Giannis Antetokounmpo, and I think his time is up in Milwaukee. He needs to go somewhere where he could possibly has to get another ring. But honestly, it seems like Giannis just doesn't want to. Other teams have been going after Giannis, and I don't know. Man. But the biggest rumor was going on with this trade, and I think it really needs to happen, is Anthony Davis. I want his ass traded. I want Anthony Davis out of Dallas. He's an injury-prone player. You don't trade your franchise player for for an injury-prone player in the middle of the season at midnight. You don't trade Luka like that for an aging superstar who can't stay on the court for probably like more than 5 games. Like, you don't do that. This is all on Nico Harrison. This was his dumbass idea to trade Luka. I understand you was worried about his weight, his work ethic on defense, whining and bitching so much, but you don't just trade. You could have handled this totally better. You could have pulled him to the office like, hey man, if you're not gonna take care of yourself, you're gonna keep being a headache. We're just gonna have to get rid of you. We're gonna trade you. He could have done that. If he still didn't want to listen, and then okay, you want to trade him, okay, fine, but you still don't trade your franchise, your top 5 players in the league in the middle of the season at midnight like that. That's just so flat out disrespectful. And you go behind, and you don't even get anybody a warning. And that's what makes me even more mad. That's like, what the fuck, bro? This is the worst trade in sports history. I'm telling you, bro. Like, come on. My goodness, bro. But there has been some teams that have been interested in Anthony Davis. The Toronto Raptors, the Golden State Warriors, and the Atlanta Hawks have been interested in Anthony Davis. It's like, only time Nico was right about this trade is those first 3 quarters. Anthony Davis had his first game in Dallas. Because like when I got that, I was like, okay, what if he might be right about this trade if he's healthy. But once he went down with that injury, it's like, what the fuck, bro? And I'm surprised AD got hurt, though. I expected him to get hurt the first game just because he's an injury-prone player. They call him street clothes for a reason. But don't get me wrong. I love Anthony Davis. I love his talent. He's a great dude. But he cannot stay on the damn floor, bro. Anthony Davis is, damn, man. And also, Chicago Bulls had a little interest in Anthony Davis. But where do I think Anthony Davis should go? Is either the Chicago Bulls or the Atlanta Hawks. Honestly, I think the best fit might be for him is to go to Atlanta. Just because like, he can play along with him. I think him and Trae Young would definitely be a good duo playing together. Honestly. That would be but is AD gonna stay healthy? Probably not. And if he was to go to Atlanta Hawks, if he plays his first game, could he get hurt his first game in Atlanta? Probably, just because he got hurt his first game in Dallas. And then when AD was out for quite a while in LA 2 years ago, almost 3 years ago, what happens? He gets freaking injured. Like, bro, like seriously? I know he's not faking it. I know he's hurt. He's really hurting. He's an aging star player. I'm gonna tell you this. Without Anthony Davis, the Mavericks are not so good without him. We need his ass on the floor. The record of Anthony Davis being off the court, we're like 4-12. It's like, damn, man. But we're on the court with AD, we are a good ass basketball team. With Anthony Davis on the floor, we are a good basketball team, and we play good defensively when AD and Gafford is on the floor playing together. Just like his first game and Dallas against the Rockets, he was dominating his first game with the Mavericks, like 26 points, like more than like 10 rebounds. It's like, damn, man. It's like, gosh, it's like, I don't understand why he gets injured so freaking much, bro. Damn. It's like, we should have never traded Luka for Anthony Davis. We could have gotten a better deal for AD. We could have gotten Austin Reeves to go along with Max Christie and Anthony Davis. We could have got Austin Reeves, but I don't think Nico tried to get him as well. Like, if he was trying to get Austin Reeves, the Lakers weren't going to let him go. No. If I'm the Lakers, if Nico asked me for Austin Reeves, I'm like, hell no, you ain't getting Austin Reeves. You can get AD and Max Christie, but you ain't getting Austin Reeves. But the Lakers would be so dumb even more if they were to let go Austin Reeves for Luka. That would have been so dumb if they did that. Like, straight up, bro. But Luka has been balling out in LA. But he's been pretty decent with his personality on the court, but he's been kind of been bitching and whining again, just a little bit. Honestly, this is the first time I've seen him get a tech ever since he's been with the Lakers this year. They probably talked to sense in him. It's like, man, we're not going to put up what you want at every freaking game. But has he? He's been trying harder on defense, but he still is garbage on defense. Like, he is terrible. He may be in shape now, but he doesn't play no motherfucking defense, bro. He is blown by like every freaking time. It's like, I understand why Dallas traded him, but again, he was our best player. I get that defense wins championships, yes, but don't trade your best player in the middle of the season like that. You don't do that bullshit, bro. Come on, man. Even when Luka was overweight, he was still busting ass too, dropping 33 points a game, over being almost 300 pounds. It's like, but he was injured a lot when he was that size. But now he hasn't been hurt as much ever since he's lost all that weight. It's like, You had all those 7 years to take care of your conditioning, bro. You had 7 years to take care of your conditioning. Like, and now you want to take care of yourself all suddenly. Ever since you've been in LA, it's like, why all of a sudden now you want to take care of yourself? It's like, look, the Lakers are not a mess around. They're an organization that just don't play around at all. I mean, the Mavericks don't play around either. I mean, the Mavericks don't bring in headaches of players to Dallas. Even if you want the best players, they don't even bring those type of guys, best players with headaches like that. Like, of course, they didn't want Dylan Brooks. They want talking about trading for Draymond. They won't let. They're not gonna let Draymond come down here. John Morant, no, they ain't bringing guys. Jimmy Butler, they ain't bringing those guys. One of these guys to Dallas, because Dallas is not an organization to play with headaches. Even the Lakers are not. Even the Lakers don't even play with headaches like that. Lakers, I think, is one of the most strict organizations in the NBA. That's how I feel. And Dallas, I think, is one of the top 5 organizations that just don't play with headaches. I think they're one of the top 5 organizations that just don't mess around. Like, they don't care how skilled you are. They are even the best player. They just not gonna have time with badass attitudes, like, or causing trouble in the locker room. I mean, they got rid of Grant Williams middle of the season because he was causing trouble in the locker room, just being a headache on the court, starting fights with other players on the teams. Like, he just had to go. I see why Boston got rid of his ass too. And now he's playing with the Charlotte Hornets. And so, let's talk about your boy Cooper Flagg. Cooper Flagg has been on fire, bro. For the past 2 weeks, he's been averaging about 25 points a game. He's been balling out, bro. Like, Cooper Flagg, had 33 points, I believe, against the Denver Nuggets last week at home. Man, this Cooper Flagg, he's coming, man. I feel like he's healing up the city just a little bit. And y'all may agree with me, and y'all might not agree with me. I think he's coming into Luka. He's turning to Luka a little bit. Not probably about 20%. I mean, my uncle Langston told me this. Like, we have a new Luka. I mean, no, not right away, but in the future maybe. But now I think Cooper Flagg he's getting the fan base hyped up again. He's getting me hyped up again. The dunks and everything. It's just like Cooper Flagg is just such a great leader, great guy on and off the court. You don't ever see Cooper Flagg whine to the officials. He hustles back on defense, even though he doesn't get his way of the foul calls. He doesn't sit there and whine, and everybody who's running back on defense, he doesn't sit there just argue with the refs like Luka did. You don't ever see that Cooper Flagg. He's a very chill guy. Very chill guy. And I love Cooper Flagg. And as a fact, I ended up getting this jersey on my birthday. I got Cooper Flagg's jersey on my birthday 2 weeks ago. I was like, man. But honestly, I probably won't even want to go to a Maverick game just until they get rid of Anthony Davis. I won't go to the game until they get rid of AD. But I will make sure I will go see Cooper Flagg in person. And I'm honestly kind of thinking about going to see Cooper Flagg maybe in the springtime. But I was not ready quite yet. The trade is still new to me. Like, as a fact, last week on Christmas Day, that was the very last time we saw Luka Doncic in the Maverick jersey. Who in the hell would have thought that would have been the last time we would see him in the Luka jersey? My gosh, man. Just, bro, what? And then he gets traded 2 months later? Something went down behind the scenes that we don't even know. Obviously, the players don't even seem mad about it anymore. Because they obviously know something that there's something that the players know that we don't even know what happened behind the scenes. Something went down between Luka, Nico Harrison, and Patrick Dumont. Something went down like real bad between them three. Something went south behind the scenes that we don't even know. But it is what it is. It proves that it's just a business. It's a business, and it's all about money at the end of the day. But back when I'm saying about Cooper Flagg. But He's definitely been coming. At first, like everyone's like, "Oh, he's a bust." Everything. Oh, they should not drafted him. Like, it's like, yo, it's the beginning of the year. It's still early in the season, and Kuba Flagg was only 18, and he just turned 19 last week. You know the crazy part is, even though the Mavericks lost to the Utah Jazz the night before my birthday, he was the first 18-year-old in NBA history to have more than 40 points. What? Cooper Flagg dropped 42 points as an 18-year-old? What? What? That tells you, man. This man's coming. This man's coming. He's coming, man. Do I think he'll be better than Luka? Probably not. Or who? I don't know. I don't know, man. We'll see. I mean, the highest average of points a game I can see Cooper Flagg averaging is like probably 28. By the time he starts really getting in his prime, he gets more experience. I think he's gonna he's gonna average at least 28 points a game. Man, I still think the NBA's rigged that we got the number one pick. After the trade happened with Luka, we got the number one pick all of a sudden when we missed the playoffs. We got the number one pick after we traded Luka. He was like, bro, this is crazy. But I disagree with Charles Barkley, and I think Charles Barkley is an idiot sometimes. The Mavericks just need to go into a full rebuild. Bullshit. We're in win now mode, like Nico said. We have to be in win now mode ever since the trade happened, because the players are facing so much pressure because you got all these angry mob fans and everything. One Nico fired, which is he's already got fired now, but people are still devastated about the trade, and I'm still devastated as well. It's like, what? Like, we've got to get a good roster around Cooper Flagg. But at least the Mavs haven't been getting blown out every single game. Most of these games they lost were like in single digits or 10 points. I believe we only had like 4. We've been blown out like 4 times or 5 times, and we lost like more than probably like 15 close losses. Like, there are several games that Mavericks could have won. It's like, usually they choke in the fourth freaking quarter, bro. They choke in the fourth quarter. That's the times they don't show up, especially on the road. It's like they turn the ball over at the wrong times. It's like it's gotten a bit better, but it's not even close to being better yet. We're still just like turning the ball over, man. It's like times we just don't even guard nobody, man. Like, we've got to do better than that, man. Honestly, the trade I would love to see happen for Anthony Davis if he was to go to the Hawks is to go after Jalen Johnson and Zach Ricochet, who's number one pick the year before Cooper Flagg was number one pick. And the Mavericks are not interested in getting Trae Young. What? I'm like, why would you not go and get Trae? We got to go get Trae Young. We ain't going to have no point guard until Kyrie come back. Well, we don't even know Kyrie's going to come back. So you're going to have to go get Trae Young, man. You have to go get Trae. And then Atlanta's talking about trading Trae Young. Like, he hasn't even done anything for the past couple years ever since they went to the conference finals in 2021. He hasn't. The Hawks have not done anything since then. I think it's time for Trae Young to get out in Atlanta. It's time. He deserves better than that. Like, and they went like 0-6, like when Trae Young was returning back from his injury, but without Trae Young, they've been winning. It's like, yeah, I was like, his time could be possibly coming to an end in Atlanta. I don't know where Trae Young was going to be. I don't know. Or we used to trade Anthony Davis to the Chicago Bulls. I would trade for Kobe White, Kevin Herter, and Nikola Vucevic. I believe that's how you say his last name. I don't know. I'm not sure how you say his last name exactly, but If we trade AD, it's got to be like a good trade for us to make a run to the playoffs. That's all I can say. That's all I can say, man. But and now that I talk about what's been going on with the Mavericks, and I was actually wanting to go to a Maverick game next month on the road, which is in New York. I always wanted to go see the Mavericks play at the New York Knicks in Madison Square Garden next month in January. But honestly, I just don't want to go. Because I want to see AD probably gonna get hurt. Two, because of the trade, and then they don't show up on the road. Not interested. It's too cold to go to New York in January. Honestly, it's very too cold to go there in the winter season. Honestly, I might still possibly end up going to New York and maybe in the springtime. Hopefully, it works out. I'd rather go to the Knicks game when it finally warms up again. That's why I would rather go to New York and see a Knicks game, because that's been on my number one dream list to go to an NBA game at. It's like there's a whole lot to do in New York, bro. You got the Knicks, you got the Brooklyn Nets. New York is big into basketball, bro. So I'm still trying to get over the fear of flying. I haven't been on the plane in 10 years, but I feel like it's time for me to get on a plane again and start traveling again. But traveling is expensive. But like God said, and if I got fear of flying, and God says, do not fear, I will always be with you. Then that's in the Bible, and not to fear, and always just trust in the Lord and in Christ. But if I do to go to New York, I know I'll be safe. God will be with me, and God's with me. Wherever I go, you just gotta stay prayed up. Safe travels to there, safe travels back. But that includes my podcast for the night. I will see you on the next one, and let's hope the Mavericks beat the Portland Trail Blazers tonight.